Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video and to a game that I'm very excited to be bringing you guys content on here today. Finally the new Grid game has been released and I was very lucky, big thank you to both Cody's and to Koch Media for sending me out a copy of this game early so I could play some of it for you guys here today. But yeah, today we're going to be jumping in to the brand new Grid 2019 game by Codemasters. Really excited for this game. I hope you guys are as well. And yeah, make sure obviously if you're new around here, you do get yourself subscribed. Safe to say there is definitely going to be a lot of this game on the channel. But yeah, today I sort of wanted to run through the intro and also my first thoughts on the game. Let's dive right into it.
Top the WSR. How can you top this season?
On the road to the Grid World Series, we can expect more action, more drama, and it's all happening right here in the WSR.
So to kick it off then, you do sort of get introduced to this WSR series and you get chucked straight into the deep end in a Corvette C7R GT race car. Honestly, one of my favourite cars of all time. I absolutely love this thing. I've raced it in so many different races around the world on numerous different titles here. It's really nice to see it come back to Grid 2019. Yeah, first impressions of this game, boy are we in for a treat. This is probably one of the most ambitious projects I've seen from a racing game in quite a few years now. In all honesty, I mean, we've sort of hit a bit of a weird patch with a lot of games where, it's sort of the same sort of thing, rehashed, whether it's based on an official series or something like that. And Grid just completely comes out of nowhere with an off-the-wall idea, something that you dream up as a kid for your perfect racing game. Lots of different classes, everything like that, and that is what Grid so far is really trying to be. Yeah, really excited for this game on the whole. Now, obviously, there's a lot of information already out about, the tracks, the cars, everything like that. I won't run through too much of that, obviously, in today's video. Will sort of be our first impressions, and a lot of people, there's a lot of excitement around this game, and I think that excitement, at least so far, is definitely living up to, the hype that has been built up around this game so far. At the moment, I have only recorded this intro. I, sort of want to go into every single step of this game with, sort of a completely blank mind. I don't want to know too far ahead of schedule, everything like that. I really do sort of want this to be quite a big journey on the channel as well. So yeah, really excited for that. But yeah, basically from what I gather so far, obviously these first 3 races that will be in today's video, you kick off the World Series racing event. 3 different races in 3 different classes in 3 different locations, as you'd probably expect. As we come through the final couple of corners, though, we are going to win the first race in the Corvette there. And yeah, really happy with that one. And I'm just going to obviously leave you guys with sort of the behind-the-scenes intro stuff.
With that wrapped up, it's over to Indianapolis.
And Kristen, it's gotta be the one to watch.
Yeah, you won't want to miss it, Alex. The Grid World Series is so close you can touch it. I reckon there's going to be a brawl out there to make it through.
Sticking close to the rear, hunting for that draft and looking for the overtake.
They've lost control. The other team now looking to capitalize.
Tire to tire, someone's not coming out of this.
So next up then you do get Chuck right into this NASCAR race. And I've got to be honest with you, this is probably one of the classes I'm most excited for on grid. Now, I know NASCAR Heat 4 has obviously just released as well, and I'm really enjoying that game as well. But yeah, it'd be great to try and see some oval racing on grid. I'd love to just get involved in some as well, you know, really cool to see. You know, Indianapolis returning to the Codemasters title. So I remember this game all the way back on Grid Autosport, and let's not forget, this is the first grid on the new generation, obviously. We saw Grid Autosport come back in 2014, and yeah, that was sort of, you know, it was a little bit unfortunately timed, obviously, with the next generation of consoles and everything like that. But yeah, jumping on, though, into this oval race, obviously a huge wreck at the start of this one. You know, they're really trying to build up the story as you head into this race there. The top four really aggressive. It's brilliant to see the AI really sort of, you know, not afraid to rub paint, everything like that. So you can see we're going to try to look up the inside of Levy here, and he's just going to turn in on me very early there as we come through the final couple of corners of lap 2 here. And you can see we're just going to try and give him the squeeze. We do get unfortunately stuck together. I didn't quite intend to put him in the wall in the way we have. Yeah, this game just seems so ambitious, and hopefully, obviously, I'm sure it will be live up to scratch as well. You know, this could really, you know, put a lot of games in a lot of trouble over the next couple of years, because this thing is just so inclusive. There are so many different things you can try and take on grid 2019. There's see trying to slice our way up towards the front of the field here. We got Hussian and Madison King that we were going almost 3 wide with there as we head into turn 3 and turn 4 of this race here. Just having to lift off ever so slightly. I was recording this one on the pad. I was using the Xbox Elite controller for this race, obviously, but I'm definitely going to be giving it a go on the wheel as well. There is through the final couple of corners. We are going to be able to come through to win on Indianapolis there, you know, on the Brickyard. Really happy with that one as well here. Obviously, the opening couple of races are just, you know, sort of building yourself up into the game as well. I'm sure we'll dive into the proper storyline very soon as well.
And it's being settled at Brands Hatch, Kristen.
The clouds may be grey, but the action will be as colourful as ever, especially given the added complexity of a waterlogged road surface. If you can win in these conditions and under this pressure, well, you are prime Grid World Series material.
So without further ado, this final is about to begin. So hold on to your umbrellas. It's race day.
Overtake, just so smooth.
Oh, they're throwing some elbows out there, taking no prisoners. We got a driver heading off the tarmac. You're gonna lose some time there.
And coming then into the final race of the video here, you can see we are now in the TCR cars at a very wet Brands Hatch. You can see the damage on this game as well. That's something that you can really see in this third and final race. Obviously, we got put into the wall at T1 here. We've got 2 laps to try and make the recovery in this race there, and the damage is really good to see. You know, you see someone there actually making a mistake, spinning off on the infield there. Not really what you want to do in a, you know, in any sort of race, generally speaking here. But yeah, the TCR cars as well, another one that I'm really excited to be jumping into on this game. I mean, we're driving the Golf GTI, we've got the Subaru right there as well. I'm pretty certain we've also got obviously a couple of the other cars as well in this class, and everyone just bunching up as we head down in towards the next couple of corners here. Unfortunately, I don't know the corner names of Brands Hatch all too well. I think that's Dingledale, but I might be wrong. I might be tremendously wrong there. And you can see once again, talking about the AI aggression there, that Subaru just completely diving it up the inside there, not afraid to give us a little bit of a squeeze there, and then once again just rejoining right in front of us there. You know, really happy to sort of throw their weight around everything like that. And you know, that Subaru probably a little bit bigger than our poor little Golf GTI here, so we're certainly not going to be able to put up too much of a fight. You know, where he wants the track space is where he's probably going to get the track space at the end of the day. You can see we've also got the Fords in this one as well. Quite a, you know, varied roster on Grid 2019, and obviously they are pretty certain they are obviously going to be bringing more and more cars to the game as well, so that's going to be certainly the exciting, you know, give some more cars some test drives, everything like that, as we go brave in towards T1. They're trying to go for a dive on as many cars as we possibly can there. And actually a little bit interesting as well, you can order your teammates, try and be, you know, play more attacking, play more defensive, everything like that. That's certainly going to be an interesting dynamic on this game as well here. You can see both myself and Mikhail, who obviously was being very, very aggressive last lap, sort of muscled our way up towards the podium places here. Now we've got Ingen just in front of the pair of us here, and we're both going to try and pull out into the slipstream. We're going to try and box the Subaru in, and we do now get up into P2 of this race there, and all we've got left is Davy up the road here. We've got half a lap to go here around Brands Hatch, and hopefully we can try and close up this gap to him as well here. But yeah, what a game that Grid is looking to be. You know, I would highly, highly recommend getting yourself subscribed if you want to see more content from this game. We're definitely going to be jumping into a whole lot more of this. Potentially, are we, you know, maybe we're going to be we're going to do a road to becoming the best racing driver in the world. I mean, this game is sort of meant to be a collaboration of all different car cultures, all different racing series around the world, and try and crown a champion. So really, really excited to be jumping into some different things. You know, if there's any specific cars or content or tracks that you guys would like to see, definitely drop it down in the comments below. I'm definitely going to be making a lot more content on this game, and I would love to, you know, sort of do some, you know, fan requests and everything like that. But we do get around the outside of Davy as we head in towards the final couple of corners there, and that means it's going to be 3 from 3 as we take the race victory here in Brands Hatch. What an intro, and yeah, boy am I excited.
Excellent season. You're going to dominate the Great World Series. You got the sponsorship lined up. So, it's all down to talent now.
Kristen, now you're the expert, but from where I was sitting, that was a final to remember. From a mid-race spin-out to an electrifying finish, this race and the WSR Series has given us plenty to look back on. But what's next?
Well, next for those skilled enough to have got this far, Alex, and made it to the top of the standings, is the Grid World Series. If the WSR is the proving ground, then the Grid World Series is the battleground, where the best racers on the planet compete in multiple race disciplines to find out who is the ultimate racer.
Well, I can't add anything more to that, Kristen. So as the dust settles on the WSR today, in the distance, the Grid World Series starts its engines, gearing up for the most thrilling racing action around. And we'll be right there with you.
So there we are then. That is the intro to Grid 2019. And boy, am I excited. Obviously, they're just hyping us up into the proper full-blown career mode. We're definitely going to be jumping into that as well down the line. You know, free play content, like I said, anything that you guys want to see, make sure you do let me know as well. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you guys want to see more Grid content from this game, I would highly, highly recommend getting yourself subscribed as well. But that'll do us for this one, and hopefully I will see you guys next time, where we'll jump in for our first proper episode of Grid 2019. It's time for the career mode.